Hello, hello. My name is Maxine Samone. I'm here to share a touch of Venus with you. And I'm excited to do this reading because I'm feeling brand new. But then again, I'm a Pisces and we're about to get into the Pisces Virgo nodal shift to the eclipse season. I was asking Spirit, should I do an eclipse reading, which I did before, and it just felt like I hadn't fully detached for that reading, so I haven't posted it. And then I was asking, should I do it for all the signs? But I think that there's a transformation happening. I was told, no, don't do readings for all the signs. I've been told, no, not to do readings for individual signs because we all have all of these signs. And there is an invitation to really work from a holistic place when it comes to astrology, studying cycles, studying your whole chart, not just leaning into one aspect or over identifying with one aspect of yourself. So that's my reasoning for always doing timeless messages, because we don't adhere to these timelines. Okay, I'm trying to make sure this isn't going to fall off. And also not adhering to the confines of quote unquote new age astrology or pop culture astrology. Like, we go deep here, and I want to maintain that and like keep, in alignment with those values. Okay, so we're going to get into a collective message and see what Spirit wants to talk about. Although I do keep getting the message of regeneration, reconciliation, returning, but not the same. So don't get it confused that something is returning. I think that there's a big message about, if you have the ability to change and transform, why would you not think that the other people have the ability to change and transform? Giving people grace, having compassion because you've gone through the transformation yourself as well, right? You know what it takes. You also have the discernment to understand if somebody has gone through those transformations themselves or not, right? Because you know what it looks like. You know what it feels like when somebody's done their shadow work, when somebody's actually done the work. Also, let's get into the skin, okay? I don't have any foundation on right now. That's what I'm saying. This regeneration, it's new. It's fresh. You might have been going through some physical purging. And now you're looking clean. You're looking fresh. You're looking different. You're looking renewed. What's going on? You're looking moisturized. You're taking care of yourself. And Spirit loves to see it. Okay, let's see. We have Saturn return. This is maturity. Specifically, what came to mind is maturity of the heart. This is why I love also having Pisces Venus, because I feel like we're here to teach the world about love, really, by embodying it and embodying. Sorry, cards are all over the place. Embodying, like, always being open to reconciliation, always being open. But you know what? Where we mess up on that, because there's truth in that, where we mess up is looking for reconciliation outside of ourselves. First, you have to reconcile with yourself first. That's why they say forgiveness always happens for you. You do it for you. It does not have to include another party. But say someone does return back to your life, and also ask yourself, is that a desire of yours? If that is a true desire of yours, which sometimes we deny ourselves our desires because of our own blocks. We're not going to go into all of the whys, but sometimes we deny ourselves of our desires. But once that becomes unearthed, that desire, it comes to the forefront. Are you even aligning with that desire? Is your heart open? Can you forgive? Not just for the benefits or what comes with forgiveness of reconnecting or whatever, because at the end of the day, if you guys have done transformation work, you are not the same person. And you have to be able to give somebody else that grace as well, that they are not the same person. And you have to trust. You really have to, it's a lot, okay? We have the 12th house, escape. So this is really giving Saturn and Pisces vibes, which I do feel like the eclipse is related to those themes, which basically is unbinding the spirit of like the limitations of the ego, the blocks, the stories that we tell ourselves. If you are into like Mary Magdalene, if you've worked with Mary Magdalene, if you feel connected to Mary Magdalene, she talks about the 7 powers of the ego and how it binds the spirit, how it binds the soul. Also, if you have major Scorpio placements, you go through 7 major transformations in your life that represent unbinding those 7 energy centers. Scorpio represents fixed water, stagnant energy, right? And so Scorpio, you have to go through those transformations. Pisces is mutable water. So when we have Saturn and Pisces energy mixed together right there like that, it may sound intimidating. It sounds like oil and water, but really there is finding the balance between discipline and flow, dealing with our resistance in healthy ways, being disciplined about our spiritual routine, about our health, about our wellness, about our spiritual prowess. You know what I'm saying? In order to relieve ourselves. Yeah, we have a lot of Saturn energy here, Capricorn I use. In order to free ourselves, to align with our higher selves, to allow, there's literally a line that we operate from energetically. You can kind of get in touch or feel this line of energy in meditation. This is how I get into deep meditation quickly, is when thank you. When I get into deep meditation quickly, and I'm not in a rush to get into a meditation quickly, but I find that it's become easier because I imagine when I'm breathing in light and energy, and when I'm breathing out, I'm releasing it to the earth, and then it's like a flow, I imagine it's ventilating like that, but it's coming down this line of energy, and it's like as soon as I start to really feel that flow, I literally feel myself like sink into my body, or at least my body softens, and I just get a really buzzy feeling, it's like a high almost. Yes, North Node, life's purpose. So it feels like 9th house, faith. Yes, spirit is very much, it's like they're making their appearance, okay? People say, oh, the veil is thin, the veil is thin. I just saw this thing on Threads that was like, the veil is called the veil because it's always thin. You know what I'm saying? But yes, we're just having the eyes to see now, because I feel like we've been doing a lot of work of freeing ourselves from our own blockages, our own energetic blockages. And it feels like with Saturn, the Saturn return kind of energy, and Capricorn coming back, it's like understanding how to free ourselves from the mental box that we put ourselves in. And this is going to free our spirit, I want to use these. What else, spirit? This feels like it's going to be, I can't emphasize enough how big this shift is going to be. And that's why so many people are talking about it, but I try to be realistic as well. It seems like every transit seems like a big thing, especially if you watch a lot of spiritual content creators. Like every transit's a big thing, right? All these energy shifts are big. They have their own properties and healing things, right? But this one really is a big shift because the nodes are shifting. North Node. What it feels like is being able to ground the highest version of yourself in this lifetime, because we're dealing with an ethereal realm, Pisces. We're dealing with the spiritual realm. We're dealing with your higher self, your intuitive knowing, your guidance system, your emotions, and being able to let it integrate with your day-to-day life, Virgo. And in order to make way for that, you have to be able to do the integrative work, which is also Virgo, and it's a daily practice. Let's see, what's that, a return age, please, Spirit? Ooh, you saw how that flipped out? The self, exactly. This is what I'm saying, unbinding the spirit. So we see that the shadow is here in the background. And it's like, is my list open? It is, but I'm doing a collective right now, but I will take names right after this. I'll grab my notepad and I can do personals. But yes, I feel like the shadow self is a part that needs to be integrated, not pushed to the side. This is how your shadow starts to bring a lot of chaos into your life, because it's trying to get, just like any other aspect of self, attention. And this is why I think I emphasized in the beginning of this reading that I don't prefer to do like sign readings. I prefer to do timeless collective messages, because I don't want people to focus on the sign. I don't want people to focus on one aspect of themselves when they are a full spectrum, you know? And so, yes, you can identify, and I talk about my signs too. Like I know, like I just said, I'm a Pisces, I have a Pisces Venus, but I look at my chart holistically. And this is what Spirit is saying, that we have to stop looking at ourselves in these compartmentalized ways. And really look at the full essence of ourself. And I feel like these resistances, blockages have been appearing to get us to pause and take a step back and kind of reflect and be like, what aspect of myself identifies with this reality? What aspect of myself is playing out in this interaction? Why does this person bring out this aspect of me when I'm around them? And then when I'm with somebody else, I lean more into this. And I mean, you can even use astrology as a tool in that way to like look at synastry as well. But it feels like Spirit is like, look at the full picture, like zoom out, zoom out. Yes, we're trying to escape patterning that we have. And look, I was just talking about the line, right? We're talking about this line of energy. Like when we're doing meditation, imagine like light coming in and then breathing out all of the denseness, the blockages, the whatever you want to imagine it as. Some people imagine it as gray or dark energy, the blockages that you have or whatever, and release them to the earth, because she transmutes it, right? The earth is regenerative, you know, but it feels like this is clarifying 12th house escape. We have the village. The village talks about your home, like where you grew up, you know, like what caused these blockages in the first place. And so there's an escape. Oh, I just heard like that Larry June song, The Great Escape. Oh, I want to play that. I really wish that social media wasn't so picky about music and copyright. I understand though for artist purposes, but like, because I want to post this on YouTube, I mean, and I am going to post this on YouTube. If you're seeing this now, it's going to be posted there. But if you can't watch the whole thing, but I feel like it's so frustrating that I can't share music in the way that I want to, because I get so many messages from music, and I love the way that Spirit like works with art and music and stimuli around us to send messages, you know. Anyway, Capricorn, I use. So you've gone through what feels like you faced a lot of darkness, Capricorn, I use, but you've used it also to propel you into your power. And that was always the plan. Look at this. Taking off the mask to see the fullness of yourself. This very much relates to this self card over here. And it's like you now, I feel like, even have an appreciation for darker energies, because you realize that they're not bad. They're just doing their job. You know what I'm saying? the polarity of everything, right? The contrast. It makes you appreciate your desires for more, for light, for good. You know, it deepens that desire, but it's not just that. It sharpens your knife, meaning it sharpens your mind, and it helps you to put yourself first, to prioritize yourself, because that's what the darkness is going to do. It's going to test your gangster. You know what I'm saying? It's going to make you have to stand up for something, have to stand up for yourself, not just something, stand up for yourself. I feel like I'm getting hot. You guys can see my nose is turning red. I feel like I'm getting hot. Lord knows life's purpose. I can't make it up. You know? I love how, and the mystic is trying to pop out. So I'm definitely talking to a collective of healers. So you've gone through this journey of having to go through the darkness. And you're coming out regenerated. You're coming out, I wouldn't say healed, because, you know, like there's always the journey to healing, but it definitely feels like you've learned enough shit to be able to teach somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, there's a legacy, the medallion that is being passed down, or some kind of divine inheritance. If divine inheritance is like ringing a bell, or it catches your interest, there's this book called the Sophia Code, and Hathor, the Egyptian goddess Hathor, she talks about inheriting your divine inheritance. There's a bunch of different goddesses that she covers in that book, but it talks about your divine inheritance is the creator power, the source energy. You don't even give a fuck about the material things. That's the thing. You just want the power to create your life the way you want to create it. And I feel like through going through all this darkness, you've really stepped into your power, or you're beginning to step into your power, because you're coming into alignment. You freed your energy centers. You have a connection to source like no other. Okay. I feel like getting one more for this. You are literally about to step into a whole new life. The threshold. You're right there. Right now, it doesn't feel like you're going through a storm. It's more like you're the eye of the storm. So it literally does not matter what goes on around you. You now have developed the sight needed to be able to navigate any storm, because you have faced darkness, so you can recognize it. And I feel like you've fine-tuned your intuition, so you know how to avoid certain pitfalls by just simply trusting yourself, by becoming fully integrated, because now your shadow works with you, not against you, or not trying to lure you into it so that it can get some attention, just like any other aspect of yourself that wants attention, right? Now, because you give all aspects of yourself the appropriate attention, it works with you. So you befriended your shadow. You know how people be like, oh, I'm fighting my demons, I'm fighting my demons. And you're like, no, I sit with my demons. I convene with all aspects of myself. I am integrated. Okay. I love this. Let's get into the tarot. Get into the tarot. Thank you for the likes. Ooh, my birthday number just popped up on the screen through the likes. I love that. Like I said, this will be posted on YouTube. If you haven't seen the full thing, you can go ahead and subscribe there. I would really appreciate it. I'm trying to get to my first 100 subscribers. I just started it. I do have personals available as well, and I will be hopping back on here to open up the list, you know, and the list is more affordable than booking one-on-one with me. So if you want to catch me on live, you can do that too. Okay, let's get into it. Do you have anything else to say? So you are walking away from something. This is an interesting card, because this usually says that you're walking away, but she's sitting. at the edge of something. It feels like you're sitting at the edge of a void. And again, we have here the threshold. Again, this void, this darkness. And it's like, I feel like, again, there's something about not being afraid of the darkness because you have faced your shadows. So even if you're about to go into this place that is unknown, that normally would have given you a lot of fear, probably would have paralyzed you into like inaction, you know, or like indecisiveness. I feel like you're about to just like pop off that ledge. You know what I'm saying? You're like, can't be worse than what I've experienced already, you know? And you're about to jump right into a 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. That is like emotional fulfillment. It's like you're going to jump right into like this void. It's like, oh, I don't know what's down there. But then when you land, you find a gem and all of these like cups to fill yourself up with. I love this. What just came through is Archangel Metatron too. I don't know. The sacred geometry kind of is like sticking out to me. So maybe meditating, working with sacred geometry, something like that. But then we have the Ace of Cups and then we have the Nine of Swords. So there's something that I think that you're worried if, I don't know. I feel like there's a little bit of like worry if you take this leap. Will you be able to like maintain this fullness, this how you're pouring into yourself now, or are you gonna end up in the same place again with just different people? You know, I feel like there's just like a little bit of mind tricks going on. We have the Three of Pentacles. I'm going to clarify that. Three of Pentacles. And the Two of Wands. This is about planning and moving forward. Two of Wands. I feel like Spirit's like, just prepare to be... Sorry, I'm like listening to them. Prepare to be... I just got like... you know, prepare for a wild ride, but in like the best way. Like this looks like a roller coaster, you know? It feels like you may experience ups and downs, but it's not in a bad way. It feels like you're about to go on like a game. It feels like, oh, like preparing to play the game. You're learning how to play the game and just prepare to have fun doing it. That's all you need to be worried about, really. The Three of Pentacles talks about mastering or starting to learn something, maybe even starting to learn how to work with people. Maybe that was something that was challenging about where you grew up. I feel like Spirit is just really emphasizing that there's so much waiting for you outside of this perceived comfort zone, you know? Yeah, we have the High Priestess, but it came out in reverse. Why in reverse? I feel like you're just doubting your intuition a little bit, which we just went into this whole thing about why you shouldn't, right? Like you're looking good, you're looking different, you're looking healthy. You wouldn't have been who you were if you didn't face these shadows. You know how to regenerate. Spirit is showing that you are, I just put this on Threads, fully funded by the divine. Whatever you lose, you will get back tenfold. And so Spirit is asking you to really value and trust in your intuition. Thank you, crows. Really value and trust in your intuition. And I feel like that is where there's something about your value that is kind of stuck in the subconscious. Maybe some kind of subconscious money block. Or learning, oh, that's what it is. You're learning how to play the game here in this world. You're learning how to play this damn money game. That's what it is. Yeah, I just got chills. So there's like something about self-worth, value, your intuition. And I feel like because you have to learn how to play the rules. This is very Saturnian energy. You have to learn how to play by these rules. But at the same time, you're here to break the rules. So it's like understanding the rules first and using them to your advantage to break the rules. The Lovers. And it's like you have to fall in love with the darkness of the world. You have to choose to work with it. I just put on Threads, when did struggle equate to compromise? And this, I was referring to something else, but that quote kind of comes to mind because it's like, when you play this game, you don't have to struggle. You have to understand that there are just steps, there are certain rules, but that doesn't mean that you have to compromise who you are, yourself. You don't have to self-betray to exist in this world or to play this game. But you are here, and you are here in this human experience. That's why I said it feels like that you are integrating your higher self and bringing it down and being like, okay, I want to dominate this world, not let it dominate me. I want to embody my higher self. Yeah, I feel like Spirit is really, they want to see your commitment to doing what you feel called to do. That is one of the Saturnian rules. And that does not mean struggle equating to compromise. That means that you will do what you love and you love what you do, so you do it consistently. And that is following the rules. That's technically not breaking the rules. They want you to hate your life and do they want you to drain your energy. No, we're going to do what we love consistently. We're still going to play by these rules, but we're going to take our time and we're going to build that foundation just how Saturn likes it, just how Capricorn advises. And there's going to be something that changes with your work environment because you decided to play the game by the rules in your own way. Ooh, we have the Star, Two of Cups and the King of Pentacles. Yes. Two of Cups and the King of Pentacles, the Star. You are going to be building something. I want to clarify this. This feels career related, but this also feels like it could be connected to someone. I feel like Spirit is purposefully like keeping certain things a little bit hidden, because this Two of Cups, it can be someone outside of yourself. This could be soulmate, and this is King of Cups. This is clarifying North Node life's purpose. You could be working with someone. I do feel like there's someone that brings a fiery energy and someone that brings a watery energy, and balancing both of these things brings the Chariot, which is forward movement. They do both show up as princess though, Princess of Cups, Princess of Wands. I do think that this is like a budding of something, like a beginning of something. But I feel like as you guys mature, and in this particular deck, it shows two women, but that doesn't mean it has to be. But it could be, internal, workings. It could be to work like business partners. It could be soulmate energy, and soulmates could be like relationship or, like friendship or whatever. But it feels like two people are coming together, aligning. And there's a lot to be made. Oh, no, it feels like the Emperor. I keep getting these messages. It's going to attract you're going to have the life that you dreamed of. Because finally you're not afraid to go out and create it and play this game. We have the Strength, and then we have the Devil in the reverse. What I just what I just say. You're not afraid to go out and create it. You know, you're not afraid to show your stripes. You're not afraid to show what makes you unique. And then we have Four of Swords. This is something that you've been praying for sure. Something that you've been praying for. The divine heard your pure intentions. Look at her. She's holding her sword. And then all of her thoughts going up to the divine. Damn, I just had deja vu right now. I just had deja vu. Yes, then we have the King of Swords. They're just waiting for you to put it into plan. Or put a plan into action. This is like, I really feel like, though, this is a pair. This isn't, like, technically a pair in tarot. But look at how these cards go together. She's praying with her sword. She's, like, sending out this signal. She's like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to create this thing. Maybe you've always felt like you're going to create something with someone. And you're like, okay, I'm ready. I'm doing it. I'm really doing the thing now. And, like, I'm praying about it. I'm trusting in the divine. You know, I'm sending out the bat signal. Are you going to pick me up? Do you pick up my signals? So this may be a person that is returning. Or maybe it's just soul family. Oh, no, it's definitely someone returning. Because we have the Ten of Swords and it flew to the back where the beginning of the reading, where we're kind of discussing all of the trials and tribulations you've gone through and battling your own shadow. And I feel like somebody's going to catch your back signals. I feel like yeah, this person or you was just really hurt at the time. I don't even think that you realized what patterns you were operating out of, because we are dealing with the subconscious. We are dealing with those darker energies. Dealing with your shadow. Right? And I do feel like the Knight of Wands in reverse is like the wounded healer kind of vibe. And then we have Five of Cups in reverse. So it's like, I feel like, I don't know. Whatever was trying to come to fruition previously just wasn't going to happen, because you guys both had to clear out. Like I said, there was like 7 major transitions. Or you might be going through one major one right now. I'm not getting that this is a final thing. I feel like you're worried, or they might be worried. There's something about not kind of losing sleep over this. And I think you might be wondering, actually, I think it's you. Because, you know, you're sending out these bat signals with your prayer. You're sending out this frequency. But then you're also worried, you know, is this actually working? You know, are they going to catch my drift in the ethers? You know, I would say, like, you're manifesting this. I feel like Spirit is like, all you need to be doing is focusing on yourself. Send out those bat signals. That was in the upright, okay? Do your prayer. Keep sending out the things. Not just about this person, but the things that you're trying to bring in. Like, continue to connect with the divine and your spirit guides, you know? This is like a test in your faith. But they're like, you need to just focus on shining brightly. You're showing up as a star. You know, you're about to step into this threshold and really run this, what feels like, you know, start something and build something for yourself. And this person, whoever it may be, will show up when they need to. You just need to be focused on what you need to do, you know? Really stop questioning your value, questioning your worth. The Two of Swords in reverse. Because it's like, as soon as you start really believing in that, there's going to be a pentacle given to you. It's going to be a gift. There's going to be someone, something. This is a tangible gift from the universe. Knight of Pentacles, it's coming, but it's only going to take as long as it takes for you to work through your own worthiness blocks. We have Four of Pentacles, and then we have the Ten of Wands. You've got to let this, you got to get the chip off your back. You know what I'm saying? What did I say? Chip off your back? I was thinking a monkey off your back, chip off your shoulder. You've got to get that shit off of you. You know what I'm saying? You got to get it off you. Like, do some, like, I don't know, stretching. We've got to believe in our worth and stop doing things from like a struggle, you know, frequency. That's what I'm saying. When did struggle become compromise? Or no, I said when did settling become compromise? Same difference, you know what I'm saying? Then we have the Six of Wands and the King of Cups. Yes, you're going to learn how to do things. You're going to be recognized for your grace. And that is part of it. That is part of the testimony. It's like you've gone through all of these things and you're going to be recognized for how you gracefully move through things. Not because you could hustle hard or because you could, you know what I'm saying? Like you stayed up all night, team no sleep, No, you're going to be recognized because you had so much faith in the divine that you did things with ease and grace that people are going to wonder, how did you do it? And where did your strength come from? And then you're going to point them back to the divine. Queen of Cups. This is a pair. Queen of Cups, King of Cups. Queen of Cups, King of Cups, Six of Wands. You guys are going to recognize each other when you can get this chip off your shoulder. Something wants to come in quickly. Knight of Wands. I feel like this person, because I feel like this bat signal thing is relevant. I kind of want to pull on that. And then we split the deck again to the Knight of Wands. They want to come in. They want everything, actually. I was told to correct this. I was going to say they want to come in as much as you want them to come in. Everything you want wants you as bad as two Knight of Wands. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. A new beginning is waiting for you. Are you ready to receive a new beginning? Are you ready to receive a new beginning? Okay, I was going to ask about this other person. Or this new beginning, because apparently they're wrapped up in the same thing. So we have the High Priestess. You already know. You already know. You already know, and they know that you know. So they're definitely getting the bat signal. King of Wands in reverse. King of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I feel like they're battling their ego a bit in the way that... So you guys are mirroring each other. Your lack of trust is making the bat signal be like, it's like flickering on and off. They're like, is that the bat signal? Is that the bat signal or not? I can't tell. It's like, you need to trust. You need to continue to pray, continue to talk to the divine, continue to work on yourself, continue to build up your worthiness, continue to remember who you are. And this person is also picking up on all of those signals, because clearly you guys are very much a divine match, you know. The more that you keep yourself stuck, this person also feels like it's not time to come forward. We have the Page of Wands popping up. So maybe this person is the Page of Wands and you're the, or we had the Princess of Cups and we had the Princess of Wands. In that deck, like I said, all of those cards are feminine, but we have the Page of Wands, which shows a boy, you know, and I feel like they're getting this spark. Once they get this spark, they need to feel confident, and you need to feel confident. Hello, I'm gonna have to meet with you. Did you message me again? I think I suggested a time. I am so sorry about that with Snipfeed, but yes, we're gonna have to link up again. This person needs to feel confident that you both can release the past. And I did this whole monologue in the beginning of the reading saying you need to be able to keep your heart open, and the same forgiveness that you can offer yourself should be extended to those around you, whether they come back in your life or not, you know. But it feels like this person is trying to come back in your life, and they want to come back starting over. You know, this is a page. They want to come back new, a new spark, you know. And then we have this upright or reverse. Upright. We have the Knight of Wands, and this is going to grow once they get that spark. Once your bat signal gets clear, you know. We have the Page of Wands, and then he picks up speed and starts to go to transforms into the Knight of Wands. Okay. They're holding back right now. They're ready though. They've been ready. I think that they've been waiting on you to get ready. Low key, the Lovers. I can't make it up. The Lovers. Oh my gosh. I'm going to work on my bad signal. I promise. I promise. They're like, you refused. I think that they were disappointed in how things went in the past. They're really trying to avoid disappointment. They're really trying to avoid acting prematurely. Although I really am getting like they're ready to come in, you know, but they're just not saying anything. I feel like they want to come in with some kind of commitment, you know. The Knight of Swords in reverse, again, they're trying to be practical. They're trying to plan it out. They're trying to be traditional as well. Like, they don't want you to do anything, really. The Hangman in reverse. They want you to just be accepting. They want you to see them. They want you to change your perspective on them. They want you to see how much they've transformed. They want to talk to you about their transformation. They want to talk to you about how much they've grown. What you haven't seen while you guys have been apart. They want to talk to you about those things. Those are kind of mixed up. If they want to come out again, they can come out. So we have Two of Pentacles. They're kind of going back and forth, back and forth. I feel like this person is a little bit worried. They don't want you to leave. I feel like this person has a little bit of abandonment issues or rejection wound or something like that. Maybe you triggered that in them. And so they had to also work on themselves. This is something that will probably be communicated, you know, probably be communicated. They just want you to be able to receive. Yes, there's going to be something that comes in quickly. There's going to be a tower moment, but in the best way possible, because we have the Ace of Swords here. So there's going to be what feels like a breakthrough, a phone call, truth. You know, the truth is going to be revealed. Is this from this person or is this from you? Queen of Cups in reverse. Six of Pentacles in reverse. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Spirit wants to be sure that you are not overgiving. I would say don't. Again, and we have the Four of Swords again on the bottom of the deck. You need to be resting. You need to allow this person to be in their masculine energy and come towards you. I know that's fucking hard, okay? I know it's hard, but it's going to throw off the balance. It's going to throw off what you guys have been both working so hard for. You need to allow this person to rise into their masculine and come forward and face this abandonment wound. And you need to be open and willing to be forgiving and compassionate and have those healing conversations. And because on your end, you're going to be working on your self-worth and your heart space and forgiving yourself for how you... Because really what it comes down to is forgiving yourself for the times that you didn't show up in your divinity. And so you couldn't see other people's divinity because you weren't even seeing your own. So when you see this person, you're going to see them for who they really are. Exactly. The Seven of Cups, the Ace of Cups in reverse, both of them in reverse. And then we have the Two of Wands. The 7 plus the Ace would be 8 of Cups. And we just saw that you're about to jump into the 8 of Cups, which seems like the void. You're leaving something behind and starting something completely new, jumping into a threshold or off a threshold. And this looks like this threshold is not confusing. The mind, your past self, your shadow aspects of self would tell you that that void is scary. You know what I'm saying? But it's saying that this is actually not confusing. This is where you're going to pour love into one another. We have the Star in reverse, and then we have the Queen of Swords. You can still hold your sword close to keep yourself safe, keep your wisdom and your discernment, but you can also still be healing, you know? You can lead by example in that way. And then we have the 10 of Cups. This is your person. This is your person. This is your person. We have the 9 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. A wish fulfilled. I feel like you put in a lot of work to get this. Why did the 7 of Swords fall down? The Moon and the Ace of Pentacles. Yes. Something's been hidden from you. That's what I'm seeing. It's not like a lie or anything like that. I feel like something has been hidden from you on purpose so that you would go on this journey to self-acceptance and self-love. And I think that this is deeper than that. I think that your self-love journey is also connected to somebody else's self-love journey. And then when you guys have, you know, poured into yourselves enough, it will be you guys pouring into each other's cups. Yeah, there's prayer, there's rest, there's this. A lot of this has to do with divine timing, it feels like. You guys are regenerating right now. You guys are being reborn right now, individually. And I think that you have to just trust the process, okay? And then we have the 9 of Pentacles. Enjoy the time that you have by yourself, because y'all are going to be all over each other. It feels like y'all are going to be working together. You guys are going to be around each other a lot. Get that chip off your shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much happiness around the corner. Literally, the 9 of Wands in reverse. It's like you don't have to do a thing. Like you are healing. You know, there's nothing wrong with you. You know, it's about worthiness. It's about you seeing your worth. And that's really all it comes down to. Yes, we have Temperance. What did I say? You guys are going to be pouring into each other's cups. This is really a wish fulfilled. This is a long time coming, it feels like. I don't think that very many people get an opportunity to reconcile and reconnect in that way, because so many people lack the ability to see the divinity within themselves. And so they have a hard time seeing the divinity in other people. and vice versa. You know, it's hard. And so going off and going on your own, and also just like, you do what you do when you're on your own, and those experiences have brought you so many lessons. I think that some people get wrapped up too in, well, what were you doing when you weren't with me? Da 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 and da 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 da. And it's like, you are missing the fucking point. You know what I'm saying? Your dreams need a practical plan, full moon in Taurus, and then a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries in the reverse. Again, this will not move forward until you realize your own worthiness. This feels like doing the things every single day. Like I said, you're going into eclipse season where we are grounding our higher selves in our day-to-day life. So when we talk about practicality, this means like balancing your higher self and bringing it down into this physical realm. What does that look like? What does your life look like? How is your day, planned? How do you pour into yourself on a day-to-day? And I feel like until then, I feel like it's not going to move forward. It's not the right time, because we have fiery climax approaches in reverse. We have it's time to take action in reverse. And then, what's this upper reverse? Yeah. You and your loved ones are safe in the reverse. Why in the reverse? Don't let pride get in your way in the reverse. It just feels like the ego is still kind of, emotions are running high on the bottom of the deck. For both of you, you guys are still battling, again, you're still fully being reborn, okay? You might, again, your bat signal that's going out is flickering a bit. It's hard to tell, but as soon as you really start to get your groove as this new version of you, and you're open to meeting a new version of them, it feels like you guys are going to be doing something together, like a joint venture. A joint venture. I don't know exactly how or what, or maybe you guys are going to be sharing your story, talking. I don't know. Maybe even just like being an example for divine love and reconciliation and, divine union and what all of that really encompasses. Because it's not easy. It's not easy at all. Especially what looks like y'all's shadows. If they're mirroring you in any type of way, your shadow is showing up very strongly, which is a testament to your power, okay? And if this is your divine counterpart, I feel like they've gone through just as much, if not more, and they are also a very powerful being. So there are challenges that come in the way of your union. Let me see. What other deck do I want to use? I kind of feel like that's it. I guess I'll use these. Actually, we're going to have the Mary Magdalene deck. Hold on. Oh. We gotta quit the vape. I know, we gotta quit it. I know. That's what's messing up my bat signal right now. Witness, I am fully seen. And look, it's the masculine and the feminine looking at one another, actually seeing each other for who each other are. Really being able to see like past what's gone on, what's gone down, understanding what aspects of ourselves have been operating or are creating these chaotic events, and really seeing each other as full and whole, because we see ourselves as full and whole. So then we have the true human. I am fully human. Oh, I don't know what happened. Well, actually, TikTok does this thing sometimes where it's like, that's actually funny. Spirit's funny. They're like, verify you're human, because I've been on live for a minute now, I guess. And the card that fell out that I was reading to you is called the True Human. I am fully human and I am fully divine, meaning that you are both flawed and perfect at the same time. Ooh, that is so relevant to this Pisces Virgo axis too, because Pisces deals with the divinity, you know, the spirit, the soul, and Virgo is very much human, you know. Not saying that there's any kind, again, they're both are divine, but both are divine. That's what I'm just gonna say. Virgo has an eye for critiquing, though, you know what I'm saying, and picking apart. And it's very much in this earthly realm. It's very much in the day to day. And we know that being here in this earthly realm can be like sometimes challenging, you know. And so it's like, while being a soul here in this human experience, we experience challenges, you know. And so it's like accepting parts of our suffering and what aspects of ourselves just reflect the fact that we're human. And then also forgiving ourselves for the experiences that we put ourselves through, we put others through. And then also tapping into that divinity, that overflowing cup of love that Pisces energy has in its elevation. The True Human, and I want to, on the bottom of the deck, the Dove. Spirit speaks through the body never lies. So pay attention to the sensations in your body, because that is how the spirit communicates with us, through our sensitivities. Let's see. The True Human. And then we're going to wrap it up. Okay. Christ says in Mary's gospel, be on your guard so that no one deceives you by saying, look over here or look over here. For the child of the true human exists within you. The phrase child of true humanity comes from the Greek word anthropos. And anthropos means literally fully human and fully divine. So a true human being in the Gospel of Mary is a paradoxical mix of a limited mortal self and the ego, an expansive eternal soul, both equally. The goal is not to transcend the body or to try to suppress the 7 powers of the ego that we were talking about. The point is to bring awareness to the full spectrum of what it means to be human so that we can make choices about our actions. We can practice a self-emptying love that allows us to release the ego's grasp of our attention and act only once love, not the ego, is leading us. We can lead to Christ's directive to follow the child of true humanity within us. There is no one outside of us that can do the work for us. We have to continue to return inward, to the heart, to the treasure that exists within. We have to do the work of remembering that we are not just the ego that often compels us to act in ways we can barely recognize. With mercy of our own humanity, we can remember that we are anthropos, that we are meant to be human, and that we are meant to feel all of these difficult and derailing powers. We are also fully divine. We are also full of love. We are also so capable of bringing love to where it has never been before. We are visionaries and sources of unlimited light. We have the unique purpose and opportunity to be both a voice for the voiceless here on earth and to act as a bridge between this world and the next. The child of the true humanity that exists within us is in each and every one of us. No one outside of us can ever awaken us to this truth. We must turn inward and let love directly be our guide. And the question of this card is, what does it feel like to remember that I'm fully human and fully divine? So there you go. There you go. So that is the reading for today. If any of this part, if I can get my words right, you know, if any of this reading resonates, please like, share, and subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube, because I am going to post the full thing there. I would really appreciate that energy exchange. And if you're interested in a personal reading, go ahead and click the link somewhere in the description box below. Or if you're on TikTok, the link in my bio. I'm going to eat dinner. I'm going to grab some dinner. And I'm probably going to hop back on here for personals if you guys want to join me later on.